Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to solve O-Levels Mathematics T paper 1 in a session October-November 2024 paper 1-2. So let's start with the first question. Okay, again paper 1 is a non-calculator paper. You're not supposed to use calculator in this paper. So the question number 1, we have to write this number correct to 3 decimal place. 1, 2 and 3. So this is a digit at 3 decimal place. So the next digit is greater than 5. So what we have to do, we have to add 1 in this digit. Is a rounding. So this is 43.07. So this 8 turns to 9. Question number 2, at midday the temperature is -7 degrees Celsius. At 11 p.m. a.m. the next day the temperature is 12 degrees Celsius. Find the increase in temperature from midday to midnight to 11 a.m. The increase, how much temperature is increased. Okay, so let me show you guys if I can draw the temperature scale. Let's see, this is a temperature scale. So this is a temperature at midnight and that temperature is -7. Okay, so the midnight temperature is -7 and let's say this would be at 11 p.m. 11 a.m. the temperature is 12 degrees. So we have to find the increase in temperature from midnight to 11 a.m. So -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and then 12. How much is the increase? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 degrees Celsius is the increase in temperature. Okay, now question number 3, write these numbers in order of size starting with the smallest. All right, so it is you can arrange the number from the smallest to the largest. It is better to convert all of them into the decimals. This is already in the decimal form, this is in the decimal form. Let's convert the rest of the numbers into the decimals. 66% is 66 over 100, so this is 0.66. Let's solve what is 2 by 3 and what is 16 over 25. Okay, so 2 by 3, 3 is outside, we have 2 is inside, right? 2 by 3 in terms of decimals, we can say we have a 0 decimal and 0. 3 times 6 is 18. Now again 2 and bring the 0 down. 3 times 6 is 18. Again subtracting with 2, bring the 0 down. 3 times 6, so it is continued. So this number is 0.666, right? Now what is 16 over 25? 25 and we have a 16, it's again 0 point, it's 0. Okay, so 16 over 25, 20 times 5, 1 times 25, 25 times 2. Okay, let me check. At 25 times 5 is 125 and 25 times 6 is 150. 25 times 6 is would be 150. Now the 10 is just left, right? Okay, we have a 0 and bring that 0 down, and we have now 25 times 4. 4 times 5 is 20, 2 and 0, and 4 times 2 would be 8, and 8 plus 2 would be 10, so it's 100. This is 0, so this number is 0.64. Now let me arrange them. This is 0.64. Sorry, this one is 0.64, and we have this number 0.606, 0.6, 0.66, 0.66666. So what do you think? The smallest one is 0.6 is the smallest one, and then we have 0.66 and then 0.660. Yeah, This is 0.606. Here we have 0.6 and nothing over here, right? After 6 we have 0.6. So this one, these two are done. We are left with the rest of the three, right? 0.6 and then 4 and then with 6 and then with 6. So this one is the smallest. Now 16 over 25, and from these two 66%, and the highest one is 2 by 3. Question number 4, we have to simplify part A. So when the bases are same, we can add the powers t to the power 4 plus 3 over t to the power 10, and bases are same, in product we add the powers. T to the power 4 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, multiply t to the power negative 10, shifting the denominator to the numerator by reciprocating the powers. So here t to the power 7 minus 10, so t to the power negative 3, or we can say 1 over t cube. Okay, the next one is square root of 6 and its whole square. Square and the square root is just cancel out, we are left with 6. Question number 5, a group of people are asked what type of holiday they prefer. The table gives information about the results. Now, type of holidays, number of people, and the pie chart angle. Okay, now part A, complete the table. So we have to complete the table. We have to find the pie chart angle. The camping is already done. We have to find for beach, crew, and the hiking. All right, how can we find that angle? Okay, let me find the total of this. 5, 5, 0, and 0. So 5 plus 5 is 10, 1 and 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is 90. The total is 90. Okay, so how they get this angle? So to get this angle, we have to do 15 out of the total 90. Multiply by the whole pie chart is 360 degree. This number of peoples are 45 out of the total 90. Multiply by 360 degrees. 90 degrees. No, it's sorry, these are not in degrees, sorry. Okay, so it's 20 out of the total 90, multiply by 360. This is 10 out of the total 90, multiply by 360 degrees. Okay, now let me just simplify this. Okay, so simplify 15 by 90 in terms of simplest form. We can say 5 times table. This goes 5 times 5. Okay, so cancel the zeros first. 3 times table. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. And we have 5 times 12. This is equals to 60. Yes, it's correct. Zeros cancel with these zeros. Again, it is cancelled with 3 times table. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 would be 6. So 15 times by 12. You will get that angle. Okay, if I can do this part over here, what is 15 times 12? Okay. Alright, so 2 times 5 is 10. 1 and 0. 2 times 1 is 2 and 3. 1 times 5, 1 times 1. This is 0, this is 8, and this is 1. So 180 degrees. This is that angle. Okay, again zeros cancel with 0 3 times. It not goes with 3 times table, I guess. Or just do 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, and then 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. And then we can do 4 times 20. 4 times 2 would be 8, and then 0 would be 80. Okay, 0 is cancelled with these 0. 1 by 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6 and 0. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12 and 0. So that is just 40 degrees. Right. Now for part B, complete the pie chart to show this information. The camping is already done, which is 60 degrees. Okay, so for this I need a protractor. Okay, the next one is for beach, which is 180 degrees. So 180 is a straight line. Let me do 180. Okay. This hole is 180 degrees, and this one is for the beach. Okay, the next one is for the cruise, which is 80 degrees. Okay, now the next one is for 80. Where do we have 80? If I can measure from here, the 80 is over here, 0 till 80, you can see. So this angle is 80. Okay, this is 80 degrees, and for cruise, the left angle is 40 degrees, and which is for hiking. So that is the pie chart. Question number 6. A laptop cost $800 in sale. The cost is reduced by 15%. Okay, the cost of the laptop is 800, and when there is a sale, the cost is reduced by 15%. Work out the cost of the laptop in sale. Okay, so what is 15% of the cost of the laptop? These zeros and these zeros are cancelled out. We have 15 times 8. 15 times by 8. 5 times 8 is 40. 8 times 1 is 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 120. So this is 120. Okay. Now the sale price. What is the sale price? From the original price 800, we have to subtract the sale price, which is 120, right? 800 take away 120, it is 0. We have 7 over here, and 10 take away 2 would be 8, and 6, $680. Question number 7. Work out, give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. As a mixed number and in its simplest form. Okay, so the denominators are different. So 3 by 4 times it by 6 plus 5 by 6 times it by 4. Okay, so 3 times 6 is 18, and 4 times 6 is 24, plus 5 times 4 is 20, over 6 times 4 is 24. The denominators are same, just add the numerators 18 and 20, and the denominator is 24. Okay, so 18 plus 20, 0 plus 8 would be 8, and 1 plus 2 would be 3, so 38 over 24. Let me convert 38 over 24 in its simplest form. We can cancel it out by 2 times table. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 9 is 18, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. So the simplest form is 19 over 12. Now as a mixed number, 12 times 1 is 12, and in 12 what we add to make 19? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 7 is added. So this is the answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. Question number 8. Sophie walks at an average speed of 4 km per hour. Work out the time Sophie takes to walk. This is a distance, 13 km. Give your answer in hours and minutes. Okay, so we have given the average speed. So the formula of speed equals to distance over time. We have to solve for time. We have to work out the time. So time is going to be distance over the speed. So what is the distance? Distance is 13 km, and the speed is 4 km per hour. Kilometer is cancelled out with kilometer. 13 by 4, this is hours, but we have to find the answer in terms of hours and minutes. Okay, calculator is not allowed again, so it's 4 and 13. So okay, so 4 times 3 is 12, subtract it's 1, it's 0. 4 times 2 is 8, subtract, we have 2 is left. 4 times 5 is 20. So this would be equals to 3.25 hours. So this implies we have 3 hours and 0.25 minutes, right? So this implies 3 hours and 0.25 minutes. Okay, so let me simplify the minutes. So it is 0.25 multiplied by 60. All right, so we can cancel this 0 and shift this decimal point 1 unit to the right. So it is 2.5 multiplied by 6 basically. So let me do this. 2.5 times by 6. 5 times 6 is 30. And 6 times 2 is 12, 13, 14, and 15. This is in one decimal. So the answer is also in one decimal, right? After the decimal, just one digit. So this is 15 minutes, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Question number 9. A sequence of pattern is made using crosses and circles. Pattern 1, 2, 3, and 4. Part A, draw pattern 4. All right, so for pattern 1, we have 3 crosses, 4 crosses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crosses, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 crosses. We can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, because 3, 4, 5, and then 6 crosses. Okay, so 2 cross over here. 1, this is 2, this is 3, so this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rest are the circles. So you guys can see this would be the pattern. Sorry, this one is left. Now for part B, complete the table for pattern 4 and pattern 5. Pattern number, okay, number of crosses and number of circles. Okay, the crosses are 4 and then 6 and then 8. 4 plus 2 would be 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10, and 10 plus 2 would be 12. Add 2 each time. Okay, now the circles are 2 and then 6 and then 12. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, what is the difference? Okay, how can I find the number of circles for pattern 4 and 5? Pattern 1, we have 2 circles. 1 times 2, and then 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, let's make this make sense. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 5, and 5 times 4. 4 times 5. Sorry, it's not 4. It's become 6, because the number is increasing. 2, 3, 4, 5, and this becomes 6. All right. So this is 5 times 4 is 20, and 3 times 6 is 30. Yeah. Now for part C, the expression for the number of crosses in pattern n is 2n plus 1. Find the number of crosses in pattern 35. So for pattern 35, when n equals to 35, the number of crosses are 2 into 35 plus 2. 2 times 5 is 10, 1 and 0. And 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So 7 plus 2 would be 72. Now for part D, find an expression in terms of n for the number of circles in pattern n. Circles in pattern n. Okay, the circles are 2, 6, 12, 20, 30, and so on. Okay. Okay, let's find out the difference between 2 and 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 6 makes 12. 12 plus 8 makes 20, and 8 plus 10 makes 30. This is not a linear sequence. It's obviously a quadratic. So this difference is adding 2, and adding 2. Okay. So this is a quadratic sequence, obviously. All right. So for quadratic sequence, the nth term is, we can say, Tn. This is a n square plus bn plus c. Now what is a, what is b, and what is c? Now a is basically the second difference, first term of the second difference divided by 2. So the second difference is 2 and you have to divide it by 2. So this is equals to 1. So means the a value is 1. Now what is b? So 3a plus b, this would be equals to the first term of first difference. Okay, the first term of the first difference is 4. So means 3 into 1 plus b, this is equals to 4. So b would be equals to 4 minus 3. So b is equals to 1. Okay, now to get c, we have to do a plus b plus c. This would be equals to the first term of the sequence. First term of the sequence. All right, the first term of the sequence is 2. So a plus b plus c equals to 2. So a is 1, b is 1, c, this is equals to 2. So 2 plus c would be equals to 2. So 2 and 2 is cancelled out from here. The c value is equals to 0. Now plug all the values back to this equation. So a is 1, so 1 into n square, b value is 1 into n, and the c value is 0. This is n square plus n, or we can say n into n plus 1. This is the nth term of the sequence. Question number 10. The scale drawing shows a field A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, and E. The field contains a stage. This is a stage that is a sector of a circle centered at C. Okay, the scale is 1 centimeter to 2.5 meters. Okay, now for part A, find the actual radius of the stage. The radius is the distance from the center to this point. Let me find out the actual distance of that radius. So this is 3 centimeters. You can see this is 3 centimeters, but we have to find the answer in terms of meters according to the scale. So if 3 centimeter is equals to 3 into 2.5 meters. Okay, so just simplify 25 times by 3, and at the end we will put the decimal. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So this is 7.5 meters. Now for part B, the rest of the field is split into 2 zones, zone 1 and zone 2. Zone 1 and zone 2 do not include the stage. Okay, zone 1 is the region that is nearer to EA, then to ED. Okay, let me read it again. The rest of the field is split into 2 zones, zone 1 and zone 2. So this is the whole field, right? Some part of the field has a stage, and the rest of the field is split into 2 zones, zone 1 and zone 2. Zone 1, zone 2 do not include the stage. Both of the zones do not include the stage. The zones should be over here, right? Zone 1 is the region that is nearer to AE, then to EA, then to ED. Zone 1 is near to EA, then to E and D. Okay, so using compasses and the straight edge only, construct the boundaries between zone 1 and zone 2. So this is very easy. So boundaries between zone 1 and zone 2. So this you can see, the zone 1, this is zone 1. This should be near to EA and zone not ED. So this would be equals to zone 2. Right. Now for the second part, shade the region that represents zone 1. So this is the shaded one. Right. Now for part C, the field is used for a concert. All right, the whole field. Which has zone 1, zone 2 and the stage. All right, the tickets for the concert cost this much each. Work out the cost of 8 tickets. It's pretty simple. If the cost of 1 ticket is 30.75, then the cost of 8 tickets would be 8 times 30.75. So 3075 times it by 8. 5 times 8 would be 40, 4 and 0. 8 times 7 is 56. In 56, when we add 4, we have 60. 6 and 0. 8 times 0 is 0, just bring the 6 down. 8 times 3 is 24. So we have 24. Okay, so this is in 2 decimal. The answer should be in 2 decimal. So this would be equals to $246. Question number 11, we have to factorize this. 4 and 14. 2 is common and m is also common. So 2 times 2 makes 4. Okay, sorry, 2 and m. Because 2 times 2, 4, m times m would be m square. 2 times 7 is 14 and m is already common. So 2m into 2m minus 7. This is the factored form. Question number 12. Here is the list of the numbers. Write down the number in the list that is irrational. Okay, so irrational is a number that is not written in the form of p by q. This is rational. 2 to the power 0 is 1. This is rational, rational, rational. This is rational. 1 by 2 is irrational. Square root of 4 is 2. This is rational. So square root of 5 is irrational, which cannot be written in the fraction form. So question number 13, we have to evaluate, give you an answer in standard form. All right. So first we have to make the same powers. This is 6 and this is 7. So if I can make this 6, how can I make this 6? So 5 times 10 to the power 7. So we can subtract 1 to make 6. How can we subtract 1? So when we move the decimal point 1 unit to the right, we have to subtract. This is a decimal point. If we move 1 unit to the right, we can subtract. So this is 50 times 10 to the power 6, right? And then minus 8 times 10 to the power 6. And then we have 50 minus 8. And then we have to times 10 to the power 6. So from 50, when we take away 8, which is 42, right? This is 42 times 10 to the power 6. Okay. Now in the decimal point is over here. Move 1 unit to the right. So we add 1, right? This is 4.2 times 10 to the power 7. Whenever we are moving to the left, we add. When we are moving to the right, we subtract. Question number 14. The lowest common multiple of 120 and 126 is this number. Write this number as a product of its prime factors. The lowest common multiple. Okay, so 120 and 126. The prime factorizations are 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. And here we have 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Okay, so we have to find the LCM. LCM of 120 and 126. And this is equals to 2520. All right, this is pretty simple. So we can write down 2 is common and this 3 is common and the rest of the numbers are uncommon. So 2 times 3, this is common. The rest of uncommons are 2 times 2, which is 2 square. We have 3, we have 5 and we have 7. So how can we arrange this? This is 2 cube, 3 square, 5 and 7. So this is a prime factorization. Now for number 15, each interior angle of a regular polygon is 160. It is a regular polygon. Find the number of sides of the polygon. Okay, so each interior angle is 160. This would be equals to number of sides minus 2 times by 180 degrees divided by the number of sides. Let me simplify this. 160 over 180. This would be equals to n minus 2 over n. Zeros cancel with zeros. Now simplify. 16 over 18. 2 times table. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 9 is 18. 8 by 9. 8 by 9 is n minus 2 over n. Now let's do the cross multiplication and simplify. 8n equals to 9 into n minus 2. 8n equals to 9n minus 9 times 2 is 18. 8n minus 9n would be equals to minus 18. Shifting this 9n on the other side, it becomes negative. So minus n is minus 18. Negative sign is cancelled out, n equals to 18. So number of sides are 18 for that polygon. Question number 16, part A. Draw the image of the shape A after translation by the vector 3 and negative 5. So 3 is the horizontal translation and negative 5 is the vertical translation. This means 3 units we have to move right because it is horizontal and positive, and here we have to move 5 units down because it is negative. 3 units right and 5 units down. Okay, let me do this. 3 units right, 1 2 3, and 5 down, 1 2 3 4 and 5, which is 1 minus 1. Okay, this one, 1 2 3. Okay, sorry, 3 to the right we have to move. Yes, 1 2 and 3, and 5 down, 1 2 3 4 and 5, which is 2 minus 1. Okay, now this is 1 2 and 3, 1 2 3 4 and 5, which is 2 minus 2. This one is 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5, 5 minus 2. This one, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5, which is 5 minus 3. And the last one is 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 and 5, which is 1 negative 3. Here is the shape of the translation. Okay. Right. Here is the shape A prime, we can say. Now for part B, describe fully the single transformation that maps shape A onto shape B. Okay, A to B. How we mapped A to B. This is not a translation, not an enlargement, not even a deflection. It is a rotation. From here, it is a rotation, and the rotation is 90-degree clockwise. We have to find the center of rotation, right? So it is a rotation 90-degree clockwise, and the center of rotation is, let me find the center of rotation now. Let me use a tracing paper for this. Tracing paper is allowed in the exam. Let me trace the shape A and fix any number as a center, any coordinate as a center, and let's check. Okay, so if I fix this, which is 4 and 3 2, x is 3 and y is 2 as a center, rotate 90-degree clockwise, it is not a shape B. Okay, let me fix 4 and again let's fix 4 and 2, it's up. Okay, let me fix 4 1, rotate 90-degree clockwise, we will get B. So this would be 4 and 1. You guys can see the center is 4 1, which is 4 and 1. Question number 17. The diagram shows a shaded triangle ABC, A, B, and C, drawn on a 1 centimeter square grid. All right. The equation of the line AC, this line, is y equals to minus 3 by 2x plus 1. Part A, shade the region inside the triangle ABC. It must be inside. Is defined by 3 inequalities. One of these inequality is y is greater than equals to. Okay, the shaded region inside the triangle is defined by 3 inequalities. One of the inequalities given to you, which is the line AC, which is equals and greater. Okay, find the other 2 inequalities. Okay, so we have to find the line AB and the line BC. What is the line AB? Okay, so to get the line AB, so we can find y equals to mx plus c. M is the slope and c is the y-intercept. Okay, what is the y-intercept for the line AB? Okay, line AB we are working on. The y-intercept you can see is 1. So y equals to mx plus 1, and the slope is rise over 1. So 1 unit rise and 1 unit run. So the slope is just 1. So y is x plus 1. This is the equation for this line. Y equals to x plus 1. And this line is y equals to 4. Sorry. This is x is equals to 4. This is a vertical line. So x equals to 4. So the three inequalities are this line AC is greater than equals to this equality and less. So we can write this down. Y is less than equals to x plus 1 and x is equals to 4 is this line equal and less. Yeah, so it is less than equals to 4. So these are the rest of the two inequalities. Now for part B, work out the area of the triangle ABC. So the formula for area of a triangle is half base times height. Okay, let me figure out the base and the height. Okay, all the three. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So B to C, this is 10 centimeter because it is on 1 centimeter square grid. And as you can see, AB, this line is on all of these squared is the middle one. So 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit and 4 unit. This is 4 centimeter. But the line A to C, you can see this is not in the middle one, right? So we cannot find this length. Yeah. So we can consider 10 and 4. These are the two measurements. So 1 by 2 times by 10 times by 4. 2 times 5 is 10 and 5 times 4 is 20 centimeter square. Question number 18. Lynn recorded the masses in grams of 60 onions. Okay, the cumulative frequency diagram shows her result. Use the diagram to find an estimate for the interquartile range. Interquartile range is the difference between the upper quartile, subtract the lower quartile. What is the upper and the lower quartile now? Let's find out. So the upper quartile is 3 by 4 of 60. All right. So 3 by 4 of 60 becomes, simplify, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 5 is 20 and 3 times 15. 3 times 5 is 15 and 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So we have to find the 45th cumulative frequency. Okay, so where is 45 cumulative frequency according to the diagram? This is 40, 41, 42, 43, 44 and 45. Okay, let me read this. This is 300. You can see the upper quartile is 300. Subtract. Let's work on the lower quartile. The lower quartile is basically 1 by 4 of 60 onions. 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 15 is 60. So we have to find the 15th cumulative frequency. 10 and 15 is over here in the middle of 10 and 20. This value is, okay, 205. From 300 take away 225, 205. 300 take away 200 is just 100 and take away 5 as well, it's 95 grams. Now for part B, an onion is large if its mass is at least n grams. Okay, 24 of 60 onions are large. Find the value of n. All right, so n grams. It should be in grams. We have to find the value on the horizontal axis. An onion is large if its mass is at least n grams. 24 of the 60 onions are large. So how many onions are large? From 60 take away 24. 60 minus 24, sorry. So this is 5 and this is 10 minus 4 would be 6 and 5 minus 2 is 3. 36 onions are large. Okay, we have to solve for n in terms of grams. So read the value of 36. Here 35 and here we have 36 from the cumulative frequency. Let me read it. So here we have okay, this is 255 and 260 260 grams. Question number 19. The diagram shows two mathematically similar mugs. They are mathematically similar, all right. The smaller mug has a width of W centimeter and holds 270 milliliter when full. Okay. The larger mug has a width of 8 centimeter and holds 640 milliliter when full. Okay. Find the value of W. So these are basically the volumes we have given, right? And they are mathematically similar. So we can say this is mug 1 and this, let's say this is mug 2, right? So we can say mug 1 over mug 2. How can we their ratios? Okay, so when we are talking about the width for 1 and the width of 2 is 8, and when we are talking about the volumes, volume and volume, it should be in terms of cube root, volume of 1 and the volume of 2. Okay, so we can say the ratios of the volumes, or when the two shapes are mathematically similar, the ratios of the volumes are equals to the cube of ratios of their sides, we can say, right? So or in other words, we can say the ratios of the volumes is equals to the ratios of the sides. 1, we can say side 2 and its whole cube. And when we are solving, we do the cube roots, right? So the first mug is W, the first mug side is W, the other mug side is 8. The first mug is 270 volume and the other one is 640 volume. It's cube root. 0 is cancelled with 0. W over 8. 27 is a cube of 3 cube, and 64 is a cube of 4 and the cube root as well. So cube and the cube root, we can easily cancel it out. So W over 8 is equals to 3 by 4. And from here we can say W would be equals to 3 by 4 times by 8. 4 times 2 is 8. And W would be equals to 3 times 2, that is equals to 6 centimeter. Question number 20, part A, we have to simplify this. Okay, so 16 to the power of 3 by 4 and A 20 to the power of 3 by 4. Okay, 16 is 2 to the power of 4 is 16, yes. 2 to the power 4 and 3 by 4. A to the power 20 and 3 by 4. This 4 and 4 is cancelled out. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 5 is 20. And here we are left with 2 to the power 3 and A to the power 5 times 3. So 2 cube is 8 and A to the power 15. 8A 15. Right. Part B, expand and simplify. 2C is with 4C minus 3D. And plus 9D is with 4C minus 3D. 2 times 4 is 8C square. 2 times 3 is 6CD. Plus 9 times 4 is 36CD. And minus 3 times 9 is 27 d square. Let me simplify. 8c square, cd and cd. This would be 6, negative 6 and 36. It becomes 30 cd and negative 27 d square. 30 cd and minus 27 d square. Question number 21. The inverse of the matrix A is given by, this is A inverse. M and K are positive integer and M is less than K. They both are positive, right? M and K both are positive and the value of M should be less than the value of K, right? The determinant of the matrix A is 20. Find the matrix A. Okay, so inverse of the matrix is adjoint of the matrix over the determinant of the matrix, right? So the determinant of the matrix is basically, okay, and this is 1 over 20. Let's say the determinant is 20. We have given, not let's say, we have already given it is 20. And the adjoint is M, 7, minus 1 and K. This is the adjoint of the matrix, all right? So if this is the adjoint, let's say the matrix A, let A is equals to, when we have adjoint, we have to change the positions of these two, right? M and K becomes K and M, and we have to change the signs of these two, becomes negative 7 and 1. This is my matrix A. But we have to find M and K as well, right? By using this determinant form. Determinant of A is basically the product of Km minus the product of 7 and minus 1, minus 7 and plus 1. This is equals to 20 and this is Km and plus 7, right? So this is 20 minus 7, this is Km. So 13 is the value of Km. Now what is K and what is M? So we can write down 13 as, it is a prime number. So 1 times 13 is 13. This is the only factors of 13, 1 and 13. So we can say K, let K value and M value, it can be 1, it can be 13, but we have a restriction. These two are the positive integers and both are positive and integers. M value should be less than the K value. So means M value is 1 and the K value must be 13. Back to my matrix A. So we have K value is 13 and we have 1 minus 7 and the M value is 1. So that is my matrix A. Question number 22, we have the function f of x and g of x. Part A, find f of minus 7. F of minus 7 becomes 3 into negative 7, negative 1 by 2. 3 times 7 is 21, minus 1 by 2. This is minus 22 by 2 and this would be negative of 11. Now for part B, find f inverse of x. For f inverse of x, we can say y equals to f of x. Switch the variables. X is equals to 3y minus 1 by 2. Cross multiplication, 2x would be equals to 3y minus 1. And let me solve for y. So 2x plus 1 would be equals to 3y. And 2x plus 1 over 3, this would be my y. And that is my f inverse of x. This is 2x plus 1 over 3. Now for part C, we have to find f of 9 over 25 equals to g of x and solve for x. What is f of 9 by 25? Just replace this x with 9 by 25, okay? So 3 into 9 over 25 x value and minus 1 and divided by 2, and this would be equals to g of x, 5 to the power x. Let me solve for x here. Okay, now we can say 3 times 9 is 27 over 25 minus 1 divided by 2. This is 5 to the power x. Okay, so this is 27 minus 25 divided by 25 and whole divided by 2 is 5 to the power x. All right, 7 and 25 is just 2. 2 by 25 whole divided by 2 is 5 to the power x. Okay, So this is 2. Shifting over here, they both are cancelled out. So we are left with 1 over 25 equals to 5 to the power x. 1 over 25 is basically 1 over 5 square is 5 to the power x, right? Okay, so it's 5 to the power minus 2 is 5 to the power x. When the base is the same, we can compare the powers. So minus 2 is the x. So x value is negative of 2, right? Question number 23. A theater offers a singing lesson S, a dancing lesson D, and an acting lesson A. A group of 40 people are asked which lesson they take part in. So total are 40. Some of the results are shown in the Venn diagram already. Okay. Now for part A, all 40 people take part in at least one lesson. At least one lesson. This is the first point. 3 people take part in singing lesson and an acting lesson, but not a dancing lesson. 3 people take part in the singing lesson and an acting lesson, but not in the dancing one. So 3 is over here. Singing and acting, because 3 people take part in singing and acting, but not in the dancing one. Okay, 7 people take part in dancing lesson only. Only the dancing one are the 7, right? 19 people take part in the singing lesson. So the singing one should be 19. 6 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 9 plus 1, 10 makes 19. Okay, let's say that 10 is over here. But we have to find what is the number over here. Okay, so 4 times as many people take part in a singing lesson only as those who take part in all 3 lessons. Let x be the number of people who take part in all 3 lessons, right? So 4 times of as many people take part in singing means 4x. This should be equals to 4x, right? For singing they're talking about. And 19 people take part in singing. This total should be equals to 19. 4x, 6 and 3. This would be equals to 19. 4x plus 6 plus 3, this is equals to 19. So 4x is equals to 19 and this is 3 and 6. 3 plus 6 would be 9 and shifting on the other side becomes negative 9. So 4x is equals to 10 and x should be equals to 10 by 4. Or 2 times 2 is 4 and 2 times 5 is 10. 5 by 2, or we can say x is 2.5. Right? So, but we have to fix the whole number. So let x is equals to 2. It should be an integer, not in terms of decimal, right? Okay, so this 4x. So 4 times of x, this is 4 times 2. This would be equals to 8. So here we have 8 people. And the total we have given that 19 people take part in singing, right? So this 8, this 6, and this 3. 8, 6 and 3. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9 plus 8 would be 17, and 18, 19, 2 more, it makes 19, right? You can see now 8 plus 6 plus 2 plus 3. This would be equals to 19 for singing. All right, and we have given the information that 4 times as many people take part in singing only as those who take part in all 3 lessons. Means all the 3 lessons have the same number of people. If the singing has 19, the rest of the numbers are also 19, right? Okay, this is 10 plus 3 and plus 5. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 plus 2 would be 15. And 15 plus 4 is 19. The 4 is over here. 6 and 4 and 2 would be also 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. And 12 plus 7 would be 19. So all of the 3 are 19. Yes. Now for part B, use a set notation to describe the subset with 10 people. Which has 10 people? This one has 10 people. Okay, so okay, wait a minute, before going to part B, we have to count the total number of people because the total should be equals to 40. Okay, so this is 8 and 6. All right, 8, 6, 2 and 3. This should be 19. 19 and 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 plus 7, 23 plus 7 would be 30, and 30 plus 10 would be 40. Yes, outside is just 0. Yeah. Now moving back to part B. Set notation, the 10 people are over here in the set A, but not in S and not in D. Okay, so for set notation, if we can say the set A and its intersection with the S complement. This is S, and what is S complement? The numbers that are outside of S, right? And this term also intersection with D complement outside of D. Here you will get the 10. So that set is A intersection S complement intersection D complement. Let me show you guys again. So we have to find with 10 people, right? So here we have the 10 people. So this set has A, right? So we have A and its intersection, this A and A intersection with the set S complement. This is S8, 4, 6, 2 and 3. The number that is S complement is outside of S is 10, 4 and 7, right? A in S complement, so is 10, and this 10 also intersection with a D complement, that is outer, right? So this is also 10. So that is a subset in set notation. Question number 24. P is a point this and Q is the point this. Number A, find the coordinates of the midpoint of line PQ. Okay, use the formula for midpoint. Midpoint of PQ. This is adding the x components and divided by 2, and adding the y components and divided by 2. Okay, these are the x components -1 and -3, so add them. -1 -3 divided by 2, and the y components are 4 and -2. 4 and -2 divided by 2, so that is -4 by 2, and this is 2 by 2. So -2 and 1 is the midpoint. Part B, find the equation of line which is perpendicular to PQ, which passes through the point P. P point is -1 and 4. Okay, it is perpendicular. So for the perpendicular line, first we need the slope of the line PQ. Slope of PQ, use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right. So the slope of PQ, this would be y2 is -2 and y1 is 4. -2, -4, divide -3 and -1. -3, negative into -1. So -6 over 3 minus 3 and plus 1. So -6 over -2, negative is cancelled with negative, 2 times 3 would be 6, so the slope is 3. Okay, now the slope of line that is perpendicular to PQ, this is negative reciprocal of 3 would be -1 by 3, right? Now let me write down the line which is y equals to mx plus c. This is the equation of straight line. So the slope is -1 by 3 x plus c. To get the value of c, we have to use the point P because it passes through the point P. The x value is -1 and the y value is 4. Y is 4 equals to -1 by 3. The x is -1 plus c. So -1 minus 1 becomes +1. 4 equals to 1 by 3 plus c. 4 minus 1 by 3, this becomes c. And 3 times 4 is 12 minus 1 over 3. This would be 11 over 3. And this is my c value. Let me plug this c value back to my equation, and you will get the equation of line that is perpendicular to PQ is -1 by 3x plus 11 by 3. Question number 25. The table shows the times each of 110 students take to travel to school one day. The time and the frequency. Complete the histogram to show this information. Okay, for histogram, we have the time and the frequency densities. Okay, use the formula for frequency density. Frequency density is basically frequency over the class width. We have the frequencies, but we don't know the class width. Let me find the class width. Okay, 0 and 5, the class width is 5. 5 and 10 is also 5. The difference basically 10 and 20, the difference is 10. 20 and 40, the difference is 20. That's the class width. Now frequency is 30 over the class width is 5. Frequency over the class width, frequency over the class width, frequency over the class width, right? Okay, so 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 5 is 25. This would be 3.5, and here we have just 1. Okay, let me draw these. 6, 5, 3.5 and 1. The 6 is already done between 0 to 5. You can see 0 to 5, the frequency density is 6. Now 5 to 10, it is 5. 5 to 10, 10 is over here. Let me do this. This is just 5. This is 5. Okay. Now 10 to 20 is 3.5. 10 to 20. This is 3. Now we have 3.5. Okay, now 20 to 40, we have just 1. 20 to 40 is just 1. Okay, that's the histogram. Question number 26. In the diagram, OA, okay, O to A is A, O to B, this point is 2B, AB, okay, AB and ratio B to C is 1:3. AB is in the ratio of 1 and BC is in the ratio of 3, and the total ratio is 1 plus 3 is 4. A to B and B to C. So AB is 1/4 of AC and this is 3/4 of AC, because this is in the ratio of 1, this is in the ratio of 3, and the total 1 and 3 would be 4, and of AC, the total 1. Okay, O, B and D. O, B, D. This is a straight line, all right. Part A, express AB in terms of A and B. Okay, AB, we have to express this in terms of A and B. So AB follows the path of A to O and O to B, right? So AB is AO and OB. A to O is negative of A and O to B is 2B, right? So this is 2B minus A to B, right? Okay, now for part B, show that OC is this. O to C, this we have to show. What is OC? Okay. Okay, so one more thing. AB we got, A to B is 2B minus A. This means this 2B minus A equals to 1/3 of AC. So let me solve for AC. Let me do over here. So 2B minus A equals to 1/4 of AC. So 4 into 2B minus A, this is AC. So 4 times 2 is 8B minus 4A, this is my AC. So we got the value of AC, A to C, right? Now O to C. O to C follows the path. O to C, we have to move OA and AC. OA, AC. We have OA, which is a vector A, and we have AC as well, which is 8B minus 4A. So this is 8B, and 1 and minus 4 becomes negative 3A. This is proved, right? Now moving to part C. AD is K times OC. What is AD? A to D. is some constant times of O to C. Okay, A to D, join A to D. We have to find what is AD. Okay, so in this question, we have to use this concept that OBD is a straight line. We have given OB and D is a straight line. So what is OD then? If it is a straight line, we have to use the concept of collinearity, means when the point lies on a same straight line. You can see O, B and D. So point O, point B and point A, they lies on the same straight line. Property of collinearity, right? So what is O to D? O to D is basically some constant multiple of OB according to that property, right? So let me write this down. OD is some constant multiple, let's say M, of OB. Okay, where M is a constant. M is a constant, right? Okay, so we have OB. So OD is OBM and OD is 2B, right? Okay, now what is AD? A to D follows the path of AO, which is negative A, and OD. Okay, so AD is AO and OD. So AO is minus A plus M into 2B. This is OD, right? And this also we have given that AD is K times of OC. So K times of OC, we have OC, 8B minus 3A. All right. Now we have two ADs, AD, AD. Comparing the coefficient negative A plus 2B and M and 8B and K and minus 3A and K, right? Now let me compare the coefficients. Okay. I need a separate sheet of paper for this. We can say comparing coefficients of A. Okay, here the A coefficient is negative 1 and on the other side the A coefficient is minus 3K. So what is that value of K? Negative is cancelled with negative, so 1 by 3 is the value of K. So we just have to solve the K value in the question. So 1 by 3 is the K value. Alright, so that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.